What is plagiarism? Plagiarism is the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one's own. In academic field, plagiarism by students, professors, and researchers is considered as academic malpractice, and offenders can be subject to severe punishment, including suspension or expulsion from university. In the field of entertainment such as music, plagiarism can be considered as the use or close imitation of another author's music while representing it as one's own original work. In Malaysia, the law that governs in this area is the Malaysian Copyright Act 1987, and the protection is given to any piece of work that is regarded to be original, so long as it is expressed in written or tangible form.
Now, you understand what is plagiarism, right? So, what are the problems regarding plagiarism? The first problem is academic writing plagiarism. Academic writing plagiarism happens commonly among students, especially in higher learning institutions. The plagiarism commonly happens when the student copy and paste other people's writing or idea without any proper code in their academic writing. Also happen when they do page writing. The next problem is plagiarism of image or picture. This kind of plagiarism happens when someone copy image or photo from any book or internet without giving proper credit to the original creator. For example, when there is an online seller use other seller's image or product and claim as their own image, and this manipulates the customer. That's what we call as plagiarism. It's keep on happening without our own consciousness. Plagiarism of music also one of the major problems regarding plagiarism. This kind of plagiarism happens when somebody copied or plagiarized the melody or lyrics of any other person's works without giving proper credit to the original singer or songwriter. When there is an unauthorized use of copyrighted work, it is also called as plagiarism. People from back then loved to buy copies of CDs or cassettes to have access music for free without they realize that it is a plagiarism. The last one is plagiarism of speech. Plagiarism of speech happens when someone copying, speak, or borrowing other person's language, thoughts, or idea without giving proper credit to the original speaker. This plagiarism of speech might happen even when you give presentation to your classmates or co-workers taken from other people's idea or saying. This will make your audience believe that the idea is yours. It is very unethical behavior.
Impact of plagiarism. First, we have failure. That was for the academic. Student will fail in the assignment because copy from other people's content. Next, we have disciplinary action. Some accusation plagiarism can even result in suspension as punishment for the student. For example, in New York, the student will receive warning or chance to change their plagiarism work or receive lower grade for their works. Legal action. Plagiarists will end in court in order to harm their reputation. For example, in music, singer George Harrison had received for his song 1970 song "It Was My Sweet Lord" the copy version for the 1970 song that he so fine and filed judgment against Harrison are $587,000. Last, we have credibility. In this means that the impact will negative for individual credibility that are dishonest and trustworthy. In 2012, a professor at Amherst College that was Caroline Buster being resigned from her position because plagiarism.
For solutions, we need to ask for a permission and state the purpose why we want to use their work if we're not sure the work was false under fair use. In academic writing, students must put in the original work honor sentences and do the references at the end of the paper. When we citing other people's work properly, our reader who are referred to our work can find the further resources. The reader can locate based on the references that we have listed. Do paraphrase to express the meaning of the written article using different words, or elaborate more the expert points in our own work. Use plagiarism checker before we submit the work to identify if we have forgotten to quote or to paraphrase interpretations that are too close to the original text.
Avoiding plagiarism is important. When you properly acknowledge the contributions to knowledge made by other people, you are showing respect for their work and you are giving credit where the credit is due.